I get so damn tired of explaining basic stuff to grown-ups. Things that should by now be automatic, just common knowledge. And I just want to know, at what point did common sense stop being so common? For instance, not putting metal in a microwave. Now, I once watched someone at work stick a fork in a microwave. Yeah, a fork, a metal fork in the microwave. And then when the sparks started to fly, they had the nerve to act shocked, like the laws of physics somehow shouldn't apply to them. And it's not really that complicated, people. Metal, electricity, sparks, fire. I just wonder, when did this knowledge become advanced science? And I swear, most of the times I don't even get mad about this stuff anymore. I'm just tired of pretending like it's normal, though. Because somewhere along the way, we stopped expecting people to simply think for 5 seconds before they act. And let me ask you this. When did "is it plugged in" become a trick question? I can't tell you how many times I watched someone get frustrated and pissed off with equipment that's not even plugged in. A computer that won't start, or a printer that won't print, or a coffee maker that won't make coffee, and they're ready to throw the whole damn thing out the window, even before checking to see if it's plugged in or turned on. I'll tell you, people. I'll give you an example. So I'm at the gas station last week. I think it was last week. And I'm watching this guy, and he's getting pissed off. Oh, he's getting pissed. Pump's not working right, or so he thinks. He keeps jabbing at the buttons and cursing at the machine, and finally he starts yelling at the attendant that this damn pump's not working. It's broken. And I'm filling up right next to him, so I'm nosy, you know me. I look over. And he never lifted the damn handle out of the cradle. He's just standing there mashing buttons on a pump that's still locked. Let me ask you this. When did turn it on first become expert level troubleshooting? I don't know. Oh, people, and don't get me started on turn signals. You've got a stick right there next to the steering wheel. You simply have to move it up or down so you can let other people know what you're doing and which way you're going. It's not rocket science. It's a damn lever. But apparently nowadays, letting people know your intentions, well, that takes way too much effort. But I can tell you what bugs me the most. Most of this stuff that I'm talking about, that I'm griping about, it used to be automatic. For instance, my dad taught me to check to see if something was plugged in before I said it was broken. And my mom made sure that I knew the difference between shampoo and soap. And I knew that basic actions had basic consequences. I just wonder, when did we decide that common sense was old-fashioned and no longer needed? Because nowadays, I can tell you, I've watched people buy milk at the store that expired 3 days ago and then turn right around and complain when the shit tastes bad. Like the expiration date on the carton is just somehow a suggestion. And I've seen guys trying to fix things without reading any of the instructions, and then get pissed off when the shit doesn't work. So when did figuring things out for yourself become someone else's job? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just too old school. But I thought common sense meant taking a couple of seconds to think about what you're doing before you actually do it. Things like, checking the expiration date on food, or using your turn signals. Or how about not putting metal in the microwave? Just basic stuff. It's not rocket science. But here's the thing that everyone somehow seems to forget. Sometimes we're not just talking about simple inconvenience anymore. That this stuff, and a lot of this stuff really matters, because when someone doesn't use their turn signals, for example, and causes an accident, you see, that's not just annoying anymore. That's dangerous, potentially life-threatening. And when someone, say for instance at work, it ignores the safety protocols in place because it's probably fine, or it'll probably be okay, innocent people can get hurt, people who don't have anything to do with the situation. So let me ask you, when did paying attention become an option? And look, maybe the problem isn't that people have gotten dumber, though that's part of the problem. Maybe we just stopped expecting better from each other. Maybe somewhere along the way, we just, I don't know, stopped teaching this stuff because we just assumed that everyone would somehow figure it all out or pick it up somewhere. Or maybe we just got so damn busy making everything convenient that we somewhere along the way forgot to teach people how to think. I just remember, man, like my grandfather, for instance, when he wanted to fix something, he'd actually take it, he'd look at it, right? He'd think about how it worked. He'd try all the simple stuff first, like he'd turn it off and on and check all the connections. He actually read the instructions. He actually used his head. When did using our heads become a lost art? And is this just how things are now? And you would think with YouTube and the internet and AI, common sense would be something that we could just look up. I don't know. Because maybe I'm missing something here. But there's a lot of things I think that should just be obvious, you know? I don't know. But apparently I'm the minority here, literally and figuratively. I'm sorry. I had to get that in there. But let me ask you guys a couple of real simple questions here. What's something that's so obvious that you catch yourself thinking, how in the hell do people not know this? And what's the one thing that you're sick of explaining to people over and over again? Drop a comment down below and share your story with us, you know, because if we're going to try to figure out when common sense became so rare, we need to at least start with what common sense should be in the first place. So let's start a list. Let's see what we're dealing with here. And maybe then we can start expecting better. You know, I don't know. We all deserve better than continuously having to explain to another adult why you shouldn't put metal in the microwave. I'm just saying, make it make sense. Unc's words of wisdom.